Right, so this is a suggestion via channel member. Guys, name of the video is Military Authorized to Detain Undocumented Immigrants in New Mexico. Okay. This is coming from the channel THP Discover. The link will be, in fact, in the description, guys.
With
Quiet.
stringent immigration policies, large-scale military deployment, and robust law enforcement measures, the United States has made significant progress in controlling illegal immigration and enhancing border security. However,
94.7%
these
down.
developments have also sparked controversies over human rights, financial costs, and social impacts.
Okay.
Comment number 1, if you're genuinely interested in this issue. One of the most notable developments is the dramatic reduction in illegal border crossings. According to CBP, in April 2025, only 7,181 individuals were apprehended attempting to cross the southwest border illegally, a 95% drop from 137,473 in March 2024.
Yeah, bro, that's a crazy, crazy number. My last checking, it was definitely 94.7, but 95 is that's not much of a difference.
This marks the lowest level in 25 years. In the El Paso, Texas sector, crossings fell to 1,627, while in San Diego, California, some border segments reported virtually no activity. CBP also noted that the average daily apprehensions in April 2025 were just 264, compared to over 3,164 the previous year.
Whoa, what happened?
This decline is attributed to a series of tough measures, including the cancellation of the CBP-1 program, suspension of asylum claims at the border, and intensified patrols. An ex-post by Libsoft TikTok on April 23, 2025, stated that crossings dropped 94% from the same period in 2024, emphasizing, "We don't need new laws to secure the border." The Department of Homeland Security has hailed these figures as evidence of the most secure border in modern history. Another striking change is the unprecedented military deployment at the border. As of April 2025, approximately 12,000 U.S. troops, including Army, Marines, and National Guard, have been stationed along the U.S.-Mexico border. This represents a 379% increase from the 2,500 troops present before Trump took office on January 20th, 2025.
I mean, guys, you have to think about this here. How did we get these numbers down, 94.7% or 95%? How do you think that happened here, guys? We basically told the troops that were at the border, specifically referring to ICE and Border Patrol, let's call it, like these individuals were basically just the doormen for the most part. I mean, if you saw the videos that were basically being spread around the internet, specifically while Biden and Kamala Harris were in office, you start to realize immediately all they were doing there was basically helping them cross into America. So now imagine if we're actually trying to protect our border, then the most important thing is to probably quadruple or 12 times, let's say, the number that's actually there, guys.
According to Reuters, these forces are supported by over 100 Stryker armored vehicles, UH-72 Lakota helicopters, and drones, projecting a formidable military presence. On April 11, 2025, Trump signed a memorandum allowing the military to control 110,000 acres of federal land along the border, designated as a national defense area. Stretching from New Mexico to California, this zone is treated as a military base, enabling troops to detain border crossers for trespassing.
That was super smart. I didn't even know that. An
ex-post by Rod DeMartin on April 24th, 2025, described this as a game changer, noting that the area spans the entire border from San Diego to El Paso. The military presence has contributed to reduced crossings, but has also stirred controversy. According to the Washington Post, using Stryker vehicles designed for battlefields raises questions about the military's suitability for immigration enforcement. A Stryker vehicle accident near Santa Teresa, New Mexico in April 2025, which killed 2 soldiers, heightened concerns about safety. Beyond border measures, the Trump administration has intensified interior immigration enforcement. According to DHS, in the first 100 days of the term, over 151,000 undocumented immigrants were apprehended, and 135,000 were deported. Among them, 600 members of the Tren de Aragua gang and thousands from MS-13 and the 18th Street gang were arrested or removed. While these operations target criminals, they have also affected non-criminals, increasing fear in immigrant communities. A prime example is the ICE operation in Houston from February 23rd to March 2nd, 2025,
Let's hear it.
where 646 individuals were arrested, 543 of whom were criminal offenders.
Okay.
According to Fox News,
All right. Okay. I think I see where we're going with that topic here. Now, listen, guys. Yeah. Are there going to be people who get swept up into this? Yeah, probably. Do I want Americans to specifically get swept up into this? No, I don't, right? But understand this one thing here. If over 600 people were arrested and only 543 of them were actual criminal illegals, right? Where were the people at that were arrested that are American? Like, were you in the house purposefully with illegal immigrants? Were these illegal immigrants your families across borders? I want to know how, because guys, I mean, listen, it would be massively different if it was like, hey, you walk into my house and arrest me because you think or you perceive that I'm an illegal alien. Guys, imagine for a second. Is it me? Are there people like me, or are there people who are also in the houses with illegal immigrants? Okay, because understand the concept of a collateral damage, let's say, or issues are definitely going to happen in scenarios where you're purposefully in the house with illegals. Like, what are you expecting, guys? Like, you think that they're just going to let you go? I mean, obviously you're an American, sure, right? But you're also now in the proximity specifically, or even housing illegal immigrants. What exactly are you expecting here? So I definitely would probably need to kind of research, do some actual research into those numbers and see if it's just people who just so happen to speak a language that is being that people are coming in, a lot of them at least, that are that they are speaking. Is it a language-based issue? Is it a skin tone-based issue? Or like, what is it? How are you that close to them specifically in the first place? Because it definitely feels like you were most likely arrested because you were housing, or you were in the same house or housing proximity specifically as these individuals.
Operation improved public safety, but drew criticism for detaining some non-criminals, raising human rights concerns. While these measures
I
deliver
agree.
security benefits, they also have significant consequences. Economically, businesses at major ports like San Isidro and El Paso worry that strict controls could disrupt cross-border trade. According to CBP, in April 2025, the agency processed over 3 million import shipments worth $352 billion. But new measures may slow the flow of goods.
Well, yeah, it'll slow it.
Additionally, military deployment and barrier construction have harmed the environment. According to the Department of the Interior, border projects threaten 23 endangered species and Native American cultural sites.
Okay, hold on.
Environmental groups warn that wall construction could cause soil erosion and alter water flows.
It will.
Despite progress,
Period.
The Trump administration faces challenges. The cost of military deployment and immigration enforcement is substantial, estimated at $376 million in the first 100 days. ICE has warned of a $2 billion budget shortfall for fiscal year 2025. The immigration court system is overwhelmed with a 3.6 million case backlog, slowing deportations. Moreover, experts argue that current measures do not address migration's root causes, such as poverty and violence in Central America. According to UNHCR, over 8 million people are internally displaced in countries like Colombia, Honduras, and Mexico, creating ongoing migration pressure.
Okay, they're right. I mean, listen, I love when people are kind of delivering things from like somewhat of an even keel here. Yeah, I've said this all the time here. But guys, we cannot take the world's population, and I think that's just kind of the reality here. All right, like a lot of foreign countries utilize our currency as like a backup currency, or even they base their currency off of ours. And so then by doing that, what you're doing is if people in the United States of America are suffering, let's say, based on the economy, you can imagine what other countries are actually suffering through. I get that. I am aware, right? I think like I'm not ignorant in that instance where I understand the root causes of immigration. I know why they're coming, right? But we can't take everybody, guys. All right. And I think that's just the reality here. I do understand that also if we were to put like all Americans in America into one place, right? First of all, that place would start to sink, but that's not the point. I get it. I get it. We have enough land mass, sure, right? But we have a problem with people coming to the United States of America to basically withdraw funds, but not actually kind of enrich us in any meaningful way here. They want to utilize us specifically as a tool to make them better in their country, right? So they come, they never really adhere to anything culture oriented because they don't care to, because they are technically, they're not here because they love America. They love our money, right? And this is why 80 to 90% of the people that have basically broken into our country, right, are going to be set back here. These are economic migrants. These are not actual asylees here, guys. I get it. You are living in a place, you could not find work, you were very poor. And that place then obviously then brings, all types of criminality because everyone is just trying to make it by any means, right? By default. I understand the concept of why, like the root cause at least of why they're coming. But again, I do it legally. But I also understand you can't really do it legally from certain places because it's going to be very expensive if you're coming from certain places, right? I think that's kind of the reality here. It's going to be very, very expensive. How are you going to handle that? You probably can never handle that. So what do? They break into our country, right? Like this is, and bring nothing, right? Like, I mean, it would be great if they had the ability specifically to come and be like, hold on, guys, I got in, I broke into the country, I lied on my asylum case, right? But now I can stay here, but I'm going to attempt to at least adhere to the local culture, right? If that was the case, then I'd be like, I'm sure most people would be like, they're here, they love America, like we love America, right? They're doing everything humanly possible to fit into kind of how we do things here. So we don't turn small pockets of the United States of America into the country they ran from, because a lot of them end up going into like name a place, little Venezuela, for example, right? Where everyone now is from the same culture, in the same group of people. Now they feel comfortable and confident, let's say, but they now have Walmart, right? But it's still Venezuela in this area here because culturally it has nothing to do with the United States of America and kind of how we got to where the world wants to basically break into our country. I don't know. I could be off base here, right? But I don't feel like I actually am saying anything super crazy here. But guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'm absolutely happy. I didn't even know that that Trump made the entire border area specifically like a military base. Because bro, if you ever try to go into a military base by accident, you'll understand what happens immediately. I think that was incredibly smart. Yep, turn the whole border into a military protected zone. Go for it, guys. Break in, do your thing. All right, but all right, listen. Oh wait, no, I'm not done yet. I also think that if you get caught a second time, there should be absolutely strict, like I mean, like unnaturally strict responses, guys. But either way, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. If you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. And in the meantime, catch you guys later. Guys, do you want to watch movies with me? I never actually thought to like promote it over here, guys. But if you guys do want to watch it, guys, we have hundreds of movies, and I mean hundreds of movies that we've reacted to. You guys can come watch them with me if you want to, along with many TV shows. Currently, we're working on the show Dexter, along with Vikings, and we have a lot of series that are already completed. But if you guys do want to watch it with me, the link is in the description. Everything's available at the second tier. But of course, if that's not your thing, guys, don't worry. Right? Listen, like and subscribe.